Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So the Ethereum chart has rallied yesterday, the price broke out of the yellow trend line to the upside, but that doesn't change the overall Ethereum narrative or the situation in which Ethereum is. You might remember from previous updates that I explained many times that Ethereum is still weaker than Bitcoin, and also today we see Bitcoin selling off a little bit and Ethereum is affected even more. This does not really look like a healthy pullback in an overall uptrend, even though we're still holding Fibonacci support. So what we saw was a breakout, right? And I consider this still to be a corrective rally until we get 5 waves up. So you might remember that we talked about this resistance area between $2,017 and $2,085. And a resistance area is normally there so that the price gets rejected. At least it is expected to create some resistance. And that's precisely what we see right now. Good to see that the levels are being respected and the price rallied quite directly yesterday into resistance. And we're now back in support. And what is that support area? Well, we explained in previous updates that should we get a break above this trend line, then it is likely that we will get an ABC structure, A, B, C, and the C wave should be a 5-wave move. At the moment, I can only identify 3, so it would be likely to get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it absolutely needed? No. I mean, as I said, we need 5 waves up in the white scenario, which means another 4-5 pattern, and a break above resistance at $2,085 to really confirm that a substantial low formed on the 11th of March. At the moment, this is only a corrective rally. It is only a 3-wave move up. Even with one more high, it has more the look of a 3-wave move. So for various reasons, including proportions and everything, and the micro count. So for me at the moment, I'm watching if the bulls can find support in this Fibonacci support area. This is just the next Fibonacci support we can offer here. It's between 1,939 and 1,988. These are at least the next ones that are relevant. Let me remove the upper section. We don't need that. And then again, I posted that already earlier today on X, and I can invite you only here to join the conversation with other MCO community members, and you can ask questions and so on. So check out our X profile. There are additional updates, stuff about mindset and so on. But I posted that earlier today about Ethereum that to confirm a major low, obviously we need to see 5 waves up in the white count, and that even in the yellow scenario, another high is likely for now. But what I would really like to see, and the price since then has dipped a little further into support, what I would really like to see is that the price does not actually break below the yellow line again. Okay, you can get a wick below. I mean, we've got 1939 micro support there, but really to keep the option for one more high alive, it should hold above the yellow trend line. So it could very well be that we just see now a retest of the breakout. But I can tell you, any break below it will just send it back into the range, into familiar territory, and we could be on our way lower in wave 5. So it remains my view that, we cannot confirm a substantial low has formed, even though people tend to get bullish when we get breakouts like these, but that's the purpose of resistance. Until we really get a break above Fibonacci resistance in 5 waves, this is still very delicate, okay? It's still very fragile because it's all moving in 3-wave patterns. So for now, we can observe micro support between 1939 and 1988, and we can observe the trend line. Below the trend line, it will become more probable that we're already in the 5th wave down and that this already topped. I mean, it's reached the blue target area, okay? And there's no need for another high. I'm just pointing out, look, we've now dipped back into support from here. Another high, even in the yellow count, is likely because we're tracking an ABC structure. But don't forget, corrections, especially wave 4s, can also be WXY structures. Then the top could already be in, but that would require a break below 1939 to confirm further. That should give you all the relevant levels to watch for today. So watching if the price can find support here. We're now re-entering a support area and structural support potentially with this trend line, and another high could take us to 2085. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us here on X. Ask your questions, just reply to one of our posts or share your opinion about certain things. That's what X is about. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.